Have you ever looked at your grandparents and wondered why grandma seems to have more energy than grandpa? Or maybe you've noticed that in many families, it's the women who live to see their great-grandchildren. It's not just a coincidence. Statistically, all around the world, women live longer than men. But why? Is it just luck, or is there a scientific reason behind this fascinating gap in lifespan? Let's dive in and uncover the secrets to why women consistently outlive men. First, let's talk about biology. It all starts with our chromosomes. Women have 2 X chromosomes, while men have 1 X and 1 Y. This might not sound like a big deal, but it's a huge advantage for women. Think of it like having a backup copy. If a gene on 1 X chromosome has a problem, women have another healthy X to compensate. Men don't have this luxury. If something goes wrong with a gene on their single X chromosome, they're more susceptible to certain genetic conditions. Then there's the hormone factor. Estrogen, the primary female hormone, is like a secret weapon for longevity. It has a protective effect on the heart and blood vessels, helping to keep cholesterol levels in check and reducing the risk of heart disease. On the other hand, testosterone, the main male hormone, can be a double-edged sword. While it builds muscle and bone mass, high levels are linked to riskier behaviors and a higher chance of developing heart problems later in life. So, while testosterone gives men a physical edge in their youth, estrogen provides women with a long-term health shield. Now, let's move from biology to behavior. Let's be honest, guys, we sometimes take more risks. From a young age, men are often encouraged to be tough and adventurous, which can translate into higher rates of accidents. Whether it's on the road, at work, or during extreme sports. Historically, men have also smoked and consumed alcohol more heavily than women. While these trends are changing, the long-term health consequences of these habits from previous generations still contribute to the life expectancy gap we see today. Another crucial piece of the puzzle is how we handle our health. Women are generally more proactive about visiting the doctor. They're more likely to go for regular checkups, follow medical advice, and notice when something isn't right with their bodies. Men, on the other hand, often adopt a wait-and-see approach, sometimes ignoring symptoms until they become serious. This delay in seeking medical care means that diseases might be diagnosed at a later, more dangerous stage. It's a cultural thing, this idea that men should just tough it out, but it has real life-shortening consequences. Finally, social connections play a surprisingly powerful role. Women tend to build stronger and more extensive social networks. They talk, they share, they support each other through life's ups and downs. This social connection is a powerful buffer against stress and depression, both of which can take a serious toll on physical health. Men, especially as they get older, can become more socially isolated, which has been linked to a higher risk of health problems and a shorter lifespan. So, it's a combination of a biological head start with those 2 X chromosomes, the protective power of estrogen, safer lifestyle choices, a more proactive approach to healthcare, and stronger social bonds. It's not that men are doomed to a shorter life, but it highlights areas where we can all improve. So, guys, maybe it's time to book that doctor's appointment you've been putting off. Call a friend to chat, and maybe, just maybe, take a little less risk. And for everyone, understanding these differences helps us all live healthier, fuller lives. Thanks so much for watching. If you found this fascinating, don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe for more deep dives into the science of life. See you in the next one. Ever wondered who holds the ultimate championship title in the game of life? Is it men, or is it women? If you guessed women, you're right. Across the globe, from bustling cities to quiet villages, women consistently outlive men. We're not talking by a few days or weeks, but by an average of 5 to 10 years. But why? Is it some kind of biological superpower, or is there more to the story? Let's dive deep into this fascinating mystery. First, let's talk biology. It all starts right from the beginning, even before we're born. The secret weapon, chromosomes. Women have 2 X chromosomes, while men have 1 X and 1 Y. Think of that second X chromosome as a backup copy. If one X has a faulty gene, the other can step in and take over. Men don't have this luxury. Their single X chromosome means if a crucial gene goes wrong, there's no backup plan, making them more vulnerable to certain genetic conditions from the get-go. Then there are the hormones. Estrogen, the primary female hormone, is like a secret bodyguard. It helps lower bad cholesterol, which keeps arteries cleaner and reduces the risk of heart disease. Testosterone, on the other hand, is the hormone of high fivs and risk-taking. While it builds muscle and drive, higher levels are linked to more aggressive, risky behaviors and can even suppress the immune system. So while men are out there wrestling bears, metaphorically speaking, estrogen is quietly keeping the system running smoothly. But biology is only half the picture. The other half is all about lifestyle and behavior. Let's be honest, guys, men, on average, tend to take more risks. Whether it's driving a little too fast, taking on dangerous jobs, or trying that questionable dare from a friend. This live fast, die young attitude can, well, lead to exactly that. Historically and culturally, men have been encouraged to be tough and stoic, which often means ignoring symptoms and skipping that doctor's appointment. It's just a scratch, right? Women, on the other hand, are generally more proactive about their health. They're more likely to visit the doctor for regular checkups, which means problems are often caught and treated earlier. Diet and social habits also play a huge role. Globally, men are more likely to smoke and drink heavily compared to women. These habits are major contributors to a whole host of life-shortening diseases like cancer, liver disease, and heart problems. Think about social connections. Women often build stronger, more emotionally open social networks. Having a group of friends to talk to, share problems with, and lean on is incredibly powerful for mental and physical health. It's a proven stress buster. Men sometimes struggle with this, keeping their worries bottled up, which takes a serious toll over time. So, it's not one single thing, but a complex mix of genetics, hormones, choices, and societal pressures. Women have a slight biological head start, and they often double down on that advantage with healthier lifestyle choices and stronger social support systems. But hey, this isn't a life sentence for men. The gap is actually starting to close in some parts of the world as lifestyles become more similar. By being more aware of health risks, ditching dangerous habits, and not being afraid to see a doctor or talk about your feelings, men can absolutely add more healthy, happy years to their lives. The race isn't over till it's over. What do you think is the biggest factor? Let me know in the comments below. Thanks for watching, and if you enjoyed this deep dive, don't forget to like this video and subscribe for more answers to life's big questions. See you next time.